Have you ever woken up in the middle of the night with your legs suddenly cramping, so hard it feels like your muscles are tying themselves into knots? Or maybe you've been out for a walk, feeling good, when suddenly your calf tightens and you're forced to stop. If this sounds familiar, you're definitely not alone. Muscle cramps, weakness, and feeling stiff or unsteady, these are all things many people notice more and more as they get older. But the good news is, there's something simple you can do about it, and it starts right on your plate. As we age, our bodies change. Muscles lose mass more quickly, joints may not feel as flexible, and movements we once took for granted, like getting up from a chair or walking upstairs, start to feel like a challenge. You might wonder, is this just a normal part of aging? And while it is common, it doesn't mean we have to accept it. In fact, the food we eat plays a powerful role in keeping our muscles strong, reducing cramps. Today, we're going to talk about 3 amazing foods that can help older adults fight muscle cramps, boost muscle health, and improve overall mobility. These are foods that are easy to find, simple to prepare, and, most importantly, backed by real nutritional science. So if you're tired of feeling stiff, weak, or worried about taking a fall, keep watching. You might be surprised at how a few small changes to your meals can make a big difference in how you feel every day. Let's start with something you might already love. Bananas. Yes, the humble banana isn't just tasty and convenient. It's a real powerhouse when it comes to preventing muscle cramps. Why? Because bananas are rich in potassium, and potassium is an essential mineral that helps your muscles contract and relax properly. When your body is low in potassium, your muscles can become more prone to cramping and spasms, especially at night. Now here's the thing. As we get older, our kidneys become less efficient at regulating minerals in our body, and we can become more prone to imbalances. Even if you're eating okay, it might not be enough. That's where potassium-rich foods like bananas really shine. But it's not just the potassium. Bananas also contain magnesium, another key mineral that helps muscles function well and supports nerve health too. Think of potassium and magnesium as the dynamic duo that keeps your muscles calm and cooperative. The best part? Bananas are soft and easy to chew. They don't require cooking, and they're affordable. You can slice one onto your oatmeal in the morning, have one as a snack in the afternoon, or blend one into a smoothie with a bit of Greek yogurt. Just one banana a day can already make a noticeable difference in reducing those sudden painful cramps. It's a small habit that's easy to stick with. But of course, we don't want to rely on just one food to do all the work, right? Our next food may not be as sweet, but it's just as powerful. Spinach. You might have heard it called a superfood, and for good reason. Spinach is packed with magnesium, calcium, and potassium, 3 of the most important minerals for preventing muscle cramps and keeping your muscles healthy. That's not all. Spinach is also rich in antioxidants, which help protect your muscles and joints from the damage caused by aging and inflammation. One of the things people often say when they start adding more spinach to their diet is that they feel more energized. That's because spinach also contains iron, which helps transport oxygen throughout your body. And when your muscles are getting enough oxygen, they perform better, feel less tired, and recover more quickly after activity. The best thing about spinach, it's so versatile. You can toss a handful into a salad, sauté it with garlic for a simple side dish, stir it into soup, or even blend it into a smoothie without changing the flavor too much. And if chewing raw greens is hard on your teeth, lightly steaming or wilting spinach makes it soft and easy to eat. Try adding just a cup of cooked spinach a few times a week. It doesn't take much to start seeing benefits. Now, before we move on, I want to pause for a moment and say this. If you've been dealing with frequent cramps or feeling like your legs aren't as steady as they used to be, it's okay to feel frustrated. But don't give up. The body is always changing, and that means it's always capable of improvement. You don't need fancy supplements or complicated routines. Sometimes it really does start with something as simple as what's on your plate. And that brings us to the next food I want to share with you. Something that often gets overlooked but can make a big impact, especially when it comes to building and preserving muscle strength. And that brings us to the next food I want to share with you. Something that often gets overlooked but can make a big impact, especially when it comes to building and preserving muscle strength. I'm talking about salmon. Yes, the soft, flaky fish that's not only delicious, but also incredibly rich in nutrients that your muscles absolutely love. Salmon is one of the best sources of high-quality protein, and as we get older, protein becomes even more important. Our bodies naturally lose muscle mass with age, a condition called sarcopenia. And if we don't get enough protein, that loss can happen faster than we'd like. The result? We feel weaker, we tire out more easily, and everyday tasks like carrying groceries or climbing stairs start to feel harder than they should. But here's the good news. Salmon isn't just a protein powerhouse. It's also loaded with omega-3 fatty acids, which help reduce inflammation throughout the body. Why is that important? Because inflammation can damage muscle tissue and make it harder for your body to repair and build new muscle. Omega-3s help keep your muscles in good shape, your joints moving smoothly, and your recovery time shorter, so you can stay active longer and with less discomfort. And there's another bonus. Omega-3s are fantastic for heart and brain health too. So when you're enjoying a piece of salmon, you're not just doing your muscles a favor, you're supporting your whole body. If you're wondering how to add more salmon to your diet, it's easier than you might think. You can bake it with a bit of olive oil and lemon for a simple, healthy meal. Or make salmon patties using canned salmon, which is just as nutritious and even more budget-friendly. You can also flake it over a salad or mix it into a rice bowl. The key is to make it something you enjoy so it becomes a regular part of your routine. Now, some people ask, can I still get the benefits if I don't eat fish? And the answer is yes. There are alternatives like plant-based omega-3s from flax seeds, walnuts, or chia seeds. But salmon has a special advantage. It contains EPA and DHA, two types of omega-3s that are particularly effective for fighting inflammation and protecting muscles. So if you're able to include it in your diet even once or twice a week, your body will thank you for it. And don't worry if cooking fish feels a little intimidating. There are so many simple ways to prepare it. Just remember, you don't need to be a gourmet chef to take care of your muscles. You just need to be consistent and to give your body the building blocks it needs to stay strong. Now, I know that changing your diet, especially after a certain age, can feel overwhelming. You've probably been eating a certain way for decades. But the beautiful thing is, even small changes can lead to big improvements. You don't have to overhaul everything overnight. You can simply start by adding a banana in the morning, some spinach to your lunch or dinner, and a little salmon once or twice a week. And something amazing happens when you give your muscles the nutrition they need. You might notice your legs feel stronger when you get out of bed. That long walk to the market doesn't feel as tiring. Maybe those nighttime cramps start happening less often or disappear altogether. These aren't dramatic miracles. They're real, practical results that come from making choices that support your body. Now, as we've talked about these foods, bananas, spinach, salmon, you might be thinking, that sounds nice, but will it really work for me? Let me tell you, you're never too old to feel better. In fact, many people notice some of the biggest improvements when they start taking care of their muscles after 60 or 70. Your body is incredibly adaptable. It may not bounce back the same way it did in your 20s, but it can absolutely get stronger, more flexible, and more energized at any age. And that's really what this is about. It's not just about preventing muscle cramps, although that's important. It's about giving you more freedom to move, more energy to do the things you love, and more confidence in your body. Whether it's gardening, dancing, playing with your grandkids, or one more powerful habit you can start today that takes all of this a step further, and that's adding Greek yogurt to your regular meals or snacks. Now, if you're thinking, yogurt? Really? Yes, really, but not just any kind. Greek yogurt is a bit of a superstar when it comes to supporting muscle health, especially for older adults. It's creamy, satisfying, and packed with nutrients your body needs to stay strong and active. One of the biggest benefits of Greek yogurt is its high protein content. In fact, just one small bowl of it can give you more protein than a whole glass of milk or a regular yogurt. And remember, protein is your best friend when it comes to preventing muscle loss and improving strength, especially after 60. When our muscles naturally start to shrink if we don't feed them right. But it's not just protein that makes Greek yogurt so powerful. It also provides calcium, which helps keep your bones strong and supports healthy muscle contractions. Weak bones and weak muscles often go hand in hand. So we need to nourish both. And let's not forget about potassium and magnesium, two more important minerals that work behind the scenes to reduce the risk of cramps, improve flexibility, and keep your body balanced. And here's something else that makes Greek yogurt extra helpful. It contains probiotics, those friendly bacteria that support your gut health. Why does that matter? Because your digestive system plays a bigger role in your overall health than most people realize. A healthy gut helps your body absorb nutrients better, including all the vitamins and minerals we've been talking about. And when your gut is happy, you're more likely to feel energetic, focused, and in control of your movements. You can enjoy Greek yogurt in so many easy, delicious ways. Have it with some fruit in the morning, like berries or a sliced banana, for an energizing breakfast. Add a handful of walnuts or chia seeds for an extra nutrient boost. Or use it as a creamy base for a dip or dressing. It makes a great alternative to mayonnaise or sour cream. And if you've got a bit of a sweet tooth, you can drizzle a little honey on top, just enough to satisfy your craving without going overboard on sugar. Now, I do want to mention something important. Watch out for flavored yogurts that are packed with added sugar. Those little cups that look healthy often sneak in more sugar than a candy bar, and that can work against your goals. Look for plain, unsweetened Greek yogurt whenever possible, and sweeten it yourself with fruit, cinnamon, or a small spoon of honey. That way, you get all the benefits without the hidden downsides. And if you're someone who's lactose intolerant or sensitive to dairy, don't worry. There are lactose-free Greek yogurts and plant-based options made with coconut or almond milk. They may not have quite as much protein as traditional Greek yogurt, but they can still offer probiotics and other helpful nutrients. What I love most about Greek yogurt is that it fits so naturally into your day. You don't have to cook it, prep it, or plan much at all. Just keep a few cups in the fridge, and you've always got a healthy snack on hand. Something that supports your muscles, bones, digestion, and overall health in one simple step. And when you combine this with the other foods we've talked about, bananas, spinach, salmon, you're creating a powerful foundation for staying strong, avoiding cramps, and moving more freely every single day. It's not about being perfect. It's about making small, smart choices that add up over time. You might notice that you're not waking up in the middle of the night with that sharp cramp in your calf anymore. You might feel steadier when you walk or stronger when you get out of your chair. These are the quiet victories, the things that might seem small but actually make a huge difference in your confidence, independence, and peace of mind. And you know what? You deserve that. You've spent your life working hard, caring for others, pushing through challenges, and now it's your turn to take care of you. Eating well isn't just about preventing illness. It's about enjoying life more fully, feeling good in your body, having the energy to keep doing the things that bring you joy. So if you've been struggling with muscle cramps, feeling a bit weaker lately, or just want to keep your body moving well as you age, these foods can help you do just that. And the best part is, they're not exotic or expensive. They're simple, everyday foods you can find at any grocery store. You don't need a complicated diet or a personal chef. You just need to start, one bite at a time. Before we wrap up, I want to remind you of something important. It's never too late to feel better. No matter what age you are, your body is still responding to the choices you make. Every time you pick something nourishing, you're investing in your strength, your mobility, and your independence. And that's a beautiful thing. If you've made it this far in the video, I just want to say thank you. That tells me you care about your health, and you're willing to take the small steps that lead to big change. I'd love to hear from you. Have you tried adding any of these foods to your meals? Have they helped you feel stronger or more active? Drop a comment below and share your experience. Your story might just inspire someone else watching today. If you found this video helpful, please give it a like. It helps more people see this kind of information. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more tips on staying strong, sharp, and full of life as you age. Remember, you don't have to settle for feeling tired or weak. You have the power to change your health, one small habit at a time. Here's to living your best life, because you've earned it.